If you have no friends, stop right there. Before you blame yourself, before you think something's wrong with you, let me tell you what psychology actually says about people like us. You've been told you're antisocial, that you're broken, that you need to put yourself out there more. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Psychology says people who have no friends aren't broken. They're not failures. Their brain just works differently. And if you've gone long periods without friends, there are real psychological reasons behind it. Reasons that actually make you stronger, not weaker. Let me show you what I mean. Number one, you have zero tolerance for fake people. And I'm not talking about just disliking them. I mean you physically cannot sit through another shallow conversation with someone wearing a mask. You know that friend group where everyone smiles to your face, then the second someone leaves the room, the gossip starts? Yeah, your brain picks up on that manipulation instantly. The lies, the hidden motives, the performance. Research shows that as we become more self-aware, our tolerance for fake behavior drops dramatically. You'd rather be completely alone than waste your energy on people who aren't real. So you keep your circle small. Not because you're antisocial, but because you're protecting your peace. And honestly, that's not a weakness. That's wisdom. Number two, you prefer depth over quantity in everything. You're not avoiding relationships, you're avoiding surface-level relationships. There's a huge difference. Small talk makes you want to run. How's the weather? What did you do this weekend? Nobody's actually listening. Nobody cares. It's just noise. You want real conversations about psychology, about what drives people, about what makes life actually meaningful. You want to understand how someone thinks, not just what they did last Saturday. And here's what research shows. People with deeper thinking patterns naturally prefer quality over quantity. You only connect deeply, which is incredibly rare. So instead of forcing yourself into empty friendships that drain you, you choose to stay alone until you find something real. And you know what? Most people will never understand that, but you do. Number three, your brain needs more recovery time after social interaction. Listen, this one hit me hard when I first learned it. Some people have what psychology calls a highly sensitive nervous system. Social situations drain you faster than other people. After hanging out, while everyone else is ready for round two, you need to go home and recharge for 3 days. This doesn't mean you hate people. Your brain just burns more energy during social contact. You process information more deeply. You pick up on emotional cues others miss. You analyze interactions on multiple levels. While extroverts gain energy from crowds, every conversation costs you something. You're conserving social energy because for you, it's a limited resource. And after socializing, you need complete solitude to recover. Not because you're weird, because you're wired differently. Number four, you're extremely independent and you don't need external validation. Most people panic when they're alone. You thrive in it. Research calls this low social dependency. You can entertain yourself, solve your own problems, find comfort in your own mind. While everyone else needs constant company, you create your own world. You don't need others for validation, entertainment, or motivation. This makes people think you're cold or distant, but it's actually strength, pure strength. Your standards for friendship are insanely high. You don't let just anyone into your personal space. While most people collect hundreds of acquaintances they barely know, you're selective about who gets access to your life. And honestly, that's exactly how it should be. Number five, past experiences taught you to think twice before trusting. If you have no friends, chances are you've been burned before. Maybe it was betrayal. Maybe childhood taught you that people leave. Maybe you were surrounded by the wrong people who made you feel like you were never enough. Psychology shows that once trust is broken, the brain becomes protective, selective. You built walls not because you're cold, but because you're smart. You think twice before giving someone access to your life now. You observe longer, test people before you trust them. Psychologists call this a trust threshold, a higher bar people must clear before you let them in. Some people call it trust issues. I call it pattern recognition. You learn the lesson, and you're not making the same mistake twice. So here's what this really means. If you have few or no friends, nothing is wrong with you. Your mind works differently, with more awareness, more sensitivity, more depth, higher standards. You have a richer inner world than most people will ever experience. You have sharper intuition, deeper self-awareness. You see through the noise that everyone else accepts as normal. Sometimes the people with the strongest minds walk alone for a while, not because they're broken, but because they're becoming something most people will never understand. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button right now, because the next video might reveal something about yourself you've never realized, something that changes everything.